In today's video, we have 24 hours of van life near St. Petersburg, Florida at Skyway Bridge Fishing Pier. Yes, we're out of a friend's house. We make breakfast at an amazing spot, intend to stay for the day, end up staying for the night. Luke goes for a walk. We work, we meet the neighbors, and we have a little altercation with a fellow RVer. You don't want to miss that. Big video. Let's roll. After a night of mooch docking, that would be staying at a friend's house in her backyard, we're gonna back out and hit the beach today. Working from the beach, stay tuned for the ride. We've arrived. You want to see this cool parking spot for the day? While there is a little bit of road noise, this is really a great place. I've been wanting to stay here for quite a while. Looks like some folks overnighted. I don't see signs that says you cannot, but we're just staying for the day anyway. But what a great view and a great placement. So there's nobody around me, nobody to block me in. It looks like. So just really pleased with this. Pretty cool, right? Day at the beach. Pretty cool view for the day, right? All right, let's set up the cabin quick for a work day, and I'll show you how to do that. We're gonna spin the seat around, turn on the inverter so we can have big sound, keep the devices charged. So I've already got my jetpack running to create a Wi-Fi signal. I'm gonna turn this on so we can have big music. We can hear the microwave beep so we know the inverter's on. So thank you, Volta, 30 amps of shore power. We're gonna spin the seat around. You pull this handle, and then this spins around like this. Tough to do one-handed, but I do it for you guys. Okay, there, that kind of opens up the view, right? Really nice. Luke's outside. Let's make some coffee quick. So after getting some work done, time for a little breakfast. We're having breakfast burritos. And if you haven't seen my video on that, you'll want to check that out. These are so good. Vanlife breakfast burritos at the beach. In my Travato 59G floor plan, this again is just one of the reasons I really love this floor plan, is it gives me 1, 2, and then 3 places that I can sit and work all around this little table. And so if I get tired of sitting there, I move to this position, gives me a very different vantage point, right? And Luke was just sitting there, so he had taken my spot. So again, this is just a reason I love this floor plan, is I can move around while the table stays still. You're probably aware that I preach all the time about not having your cab in the sun. In this case, we're doing it because we want to look at the water, but what's happening is it's starting to heat up. So while I have this window open and this window open, and there's a nice cross breeze, it's starting to get fairly warm in here. We're currently at 75 and climbing because the cab is acting like a greenhouse. So what I like to do in this case is, skip my business a little bit, is crack the windows. And we do that by just turning the van on to accessory mode and then just cracking the windows a little bit. Here's the keys, right? Here's the buttons. Okay, I'll do that one back there. And I do it so that the breeze can blow through the cab, which it's already doing, and that helps reduce the temperature in the cab significantly. The downside to that is it exposes the rig to getting bugs. Currently there's none that I'm seeing outside or inside, so I think we're going to be okay. And I also want to be mindful of Luke being in here without his leash on. So whenever I keep the windows down just a little bit, I'm mindful of those two things. All right, I just had a chat with a local. You can just see him right there in his van. He was walking his dog and was taking a good look at Lily. So I jumped out and just said hi and had just a little bit of a conversation. He's been staying here for quite a while at this sandbar area here, this fishing pier on the Skyway bridge. And he says staying overnight is cool. So the bottom line is I'm going to stay the day and the night here at this spot. This is a great spot. The sunset should be spectacular. The sun is kind of moving through the sky, as you can see. And again, what I like to do when I'm doing street camping or parking that's not in an approved site, whether it's street or in this case kind of a public area, I like to validate with a local whether or not this is safe, number one, and we're going to get any issues from authorities parking here. This guy's been here for quite a while, it turns out. He moves around by day, comes back here at night, and stays the night. So we're going to stay here for the day, and we're going to stay the night, which is really exciting. What a great place to call home for the day, huh? So awesome. And as part of talking with the gentleman, I've opened up the door, and Luke is keeping an eye on things. Guard cat Luke. Because it has been so chilly, what I've actually done is closed the windows now in the cab, and inside we're a very comfy 76, but it's not overly warm. I have turned off the inverter just to preserve some of the energy pack, because all I'm doing is just charging devices and running the Jensen stereo here, which runs off 12 volt. So my best practice here is when I'm not needing 110 volts at all the outlets or the microwave or things like that, I just turn the inverter off just to preserve it, just so I have it when I need it. But we've got plenty of juice. Tomorrow I'll have about a 45-minute drive, so whatever state I'm in, that would get fully charged up, which is great. So just a nice quiet day here at the park. Hopefully we'll have a sunset this evening that's pretty awesome. Cars have come and gone throughout the day, but currently there's nobody around, and that's okay. Get anything out of this? I sure would appreciate a thumb up. Subscribe to the channel if you're into this kind of content, into Class B RVs, RV lifestyle. how I manage a day. Comment below. Is this a place you would want to spend for the day and probably the night? Just to kind of relax. I found this has been super relaxing today. Even though there's highway noise, something you'd like to do or not, let me know. And by the way, where are you watching from? We have a lot of international viewers here, which is amazing. So this is a little interesting. I've got a neighbor here. He just rolled in here in the white truck. I'm gonna zoom in for you. What it looks like he's doing is setting up a tent. See the poles coming out? So I'm just super curious what that's about and how long is he gonna stay, but that definitely looks like some tent poles. What do you think? So the workday done. The sun is setting. Unfortunately, there was no great sunset, but still pretty awesome overall. Met Tommy, he's in this tent there. That's great. There's Mary Jo over here in her road truck, which is great. Lily's looking lovely. Luke, we just went for a walk. And just another day of van life. Sorry the audio is probably not great here. Kind of doing this impromptu without my microphone set up, so appreciate your patience on the audio. And what we're gonna do now is make a little bit of dinner. I'm gonna do a little bit of work. Let you guys see this. The wind has stopped, which is fantastic. It's gonna be cool tonight in the low 60s, I think. But this is just perfect RV weather because you don't need to run the air conditioning. So great. What do you think? Catwalk, meeting the neighbors. I just want to show you how I kind of set up the interior for a night of street camping. What is this? Park camping? I'm not sure what you call this tonight, but it looks like it's pretty safe. The sheriff drove by, didn't give any of us even stopped, just kind of drove by, which is great. So because I have neighbors on either side, there's a car parked right here. I'm going to actually close this just for privacy. Normally I wouldn't necessarily do that, so I'm doing that on both sides. Luke just used his box. I put his cat box in the restroom, and then he kind of vocalizes when he's needing to use his business, so I opened up for him. And why do I put the litter box in the bathroom? Just to give this a little bit more of a clean, open look. And when I go to bed tonight, we'll put the bed down, the litter box goes here, so he can still use it, and then I can use these facilities throughout the night. One other point I'd like to make beyond the shades here is I will not close up my front tonight. Since it's been a work day, what I'd like to do is point out this. This is my Verizon Jetpack that I've been using all day. So this provides me with a Wi-Fi signal to my devices using the Verizon cellular network. So very nice. Again, I've turned off the inverter here just to preserve the energy pack, although I don't really need to, but it's a resource to be managed like any other resource in the RV. So since I don't need it, I just turn it off. We'll use the Jensen stereo tonight. So what questions do you have on this day in the life, van life? So I rolled out of a friend's house where I overnighted in her backyard last night, rolled into this cool park, had an amazing view all day, worked all day, my corporate job, going to do some channel business now. We made breakfast. We've had a little bit of lunch. You didn't see that, but I had a ham wrap, basically. And we're going to make a little supper here shortly. We walked the cat. Got a kind of a crappy sunset tonight, but that's okay. A lot more sunsets coming up, I'm sure. And got an awesome place to camp for the night. No charge. 2 nights in a row now. That's great. And this is how we roll. Questions do you have? Any comments? Suggestions, maybe? So sorry for the low lighting here. So this is kind of interesting. This is RV etiquette not being really cool. So I've been here all day. This cat just rolled in here in his big old Class A. Apparently he stays there all the time, not private parking, so he's not gonna move. So then my question is, do I move? Because all I'm looking at is his rig. Had some words with him, but it's not going anywhere. And not really very cool RV etiquette. He thinks he's in the right. So now I'm kind of questioning if he doesn't move and his friend comes in front of him, I can't get out easily. So I'm probably gonna move. What an unfortunate end to a great day. So the offending RV guy, I stood my ground, and you can't really see very well, but he's moved. Oh, that's a tree in the way. He's actually moved down to where I asked him to move, if he's even going to stay there. There's a few more folks down there, but I asked him why he had to park right here in front of my van. He gave me a really lame-ass excuse that he parks here every night. And I'm glad I didn't back down. He's not... he's going to stay there. Great. Well, I guess by just looking at him, I gave enough hate stares that he managed to move. Much better. Just the absence of common sense and common courtesy is so prevalent in our society these days. It just drives me crazy. I would expect more from an RVer. I don't care if you park here every night. Be sensitive to the folks that are already here before you and don't park in front of them. How annoying. I'm glad he moved. Thanks, buddy. Winding down the day, finishing up a video editing. Watch for that. Propane tank filled. If you haven't seen that video, short video on how I fill my propane tank in my Travato. Good morning, beautiful people. Overnighted in this amazing place. Would I stay here again? Yes. And kind of expect a lot of highway noise. I was really surprised. And some maybe not so cool neighbors, although as I indicated last night, he did move on and now he's over there. But nonetheless, this was pretty cool. Weather not great, so didn't get a great sunrise or sunset, and the sunrise is on that side. So let me show you around outside real quick. We've already made coffee, and then we're gonna head out of here and hit the Planet Fitness to get cleaned up for the day. Maybe do a little workout. Ooh. And then we're gonna call it a wrap on this 24 hours of van life. This time yesterday morning we were rolling out of my friend's backyard, literally, into this camp spot for the day. So outside we can see that my friend in the tent has already pulled up and is gone. The guy in the big motorhome, the van is new, and then the road truck lady, Mary Jo, is still there.
Why is it hard on my own?